Good morning, my loves. I am just setting up and here and on Instagram. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you're tuning in, I want to come
Morning, my
on
loves.
and
I am
talk
just
about.
setting up and
I want to talk about selling ourselves. And where the heck do we begin? So if you're here, please let me know. You can type in hello and let me know where you're tuning in from. You can put your business down below here. And I've just got my phone. I'm actually going to just do this live here on Facebook. Tell us what your business is. And I particularly, as an Akashic visionary life and business soul coach, I particularly love to work with people in the transformational world. So coaches, healers, leaders, light workers who are here, way showers to really move the world forward and raise the vibration of humanity. Okay, and we do that through boldly showing up. So, getting out of your own way, ditching imposter syndrome and inner critic stuff, boldly and unapologetically showing up and really sharing your message so that you're magnetizing your soul tribe, your soulmate clients, and monetizing on your calling. So, I want to dive in today to speak into selling ourselves. That is like one of the biggest struggles I notice my clients before they work with me have is selling themselves. It's like, no problem selling other people's stuff or, promoting other people's stuff, I should say. But it's really tough to sell ourselves. Why? Why? So I'm going to sort of like give three areas to consider when it comes to selling yourself. And I'm actually going to go deeper into this in my free masterclass, which is going to be on January 11th. And it's all about really like busting through procrastination because procrastination is held by blocks, and we're going to go deeper into that. So you can boldly show up and sign soulmate clients. Okay, so I'll post a link later down here below, but I want to go into a little bit of three considerations to really notice. Okay, and this information is going to be more surfacey, and then we're going to go deeper in the masterclass. So if you haven't signed up for that, please do. All right. So when it comes to as a leader, light worker, somebody who is a coach, healer, you're here to create transformation with your clients. You're here to heal them. You're here to help raise the vibration of consciousness. And so through this is about bringing in, how do you stand out of the noise, right? This is about bringing in, first of all, understanding why you're doing what you're doing. A lot of people I'm noticing are struggling with understanding their purpose, understanding what is it that they're here to be and do, right? And so it's what I find is when we're not connected truly and deeply with our why, like with my clients, we look at their why and go 7 layers deep. It's deep, okay? So what happens is when we're not really clear about our why, we're not embodied in it, then we don't take aligned action. We get into confusion. We move into all these different directions and we're trying all these things, but never feeling like this is it. Or maybe it is like you go in this motion and then all of a sudden you burn out, right? We need to stay connected with our why. One reason why I have so much energy, because I know lots of people are like, how do you always have so much energy? Is because I'm connected with my purpose. And my purpose comes from, and this is what I teach people, so take notes. Your purpose is that thing that you never want to have happen to you or anyone else again. It's your pain, then it's turned into your purpose. And so it's a lot of understanding who you were, that what did you go through? What happened, we'll say, to you but really it was for you and through you, right? So for me personally, I those of you who don't know my story, I won't go deep into it either, but I struggled with food. I struggled with body image. I struggled with feeling smart enough and good enough in general. And so when I really peeled back the layers and did my own inner work, um, I got into bodybuilding. Like, that's how much I struggled with it. I thought, hey, if I have a great outer shell, like, everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. This is back in 2008. And, and of course, it was very devastating to realize, like, oh, that's not everything. And so beautifully, I was led to really discover my why. I unconsciously, deeply believed that my value came from my doingness, my achievements, my status, my awards, how much money I was making, rather than my beingness, who I am. And my doingness never felt enough. So I was like this total perfectionist, this overachiever, this hardcore type A personality, no pain, no gain, very, very masculine in this feminine shell, right? So that was my pain. And so what I learned was that it's time to come home. It's time to really drop the ego, learn the art of embracing perfectly imperfects, our art of slowing down and being right here. I have everything I need right here. I am enough as I am, and so are you. And so today, my mission is really to inspire and to catalyze others to be fully expressed in who they authentically are, so the be, so that they could create and do life and business from a place of who they authentically are and have all that you desire. Be, do, have. And many of us do the opposite, right? It's like, do this. So for me back then, it was like, do the dieting, do the hard workouts, think like this. And then you can be worthy, or have the perfect bite, and then be worthy, be happy. Fuck that noise. Okay. No. It's the same in entrepreneurship. Do all the strategies. Do this, do this, do this, all the strategies. And then you'll have the clients. And then you'll be happy. No, because sometimes those strategies don't actually align with who you actually are. Right? And a lot of times what I notice is people who don't authentically show up as who they are, they're trying to hide parts of themselves, they end up burning out, and those strategies don't actually work. Not because not only are they not aligned with it, but they could be doing everything perfect, but they're not actually delivering in who they are. Right? And so this is so important to understand your why. Get connected with your why. And so the first area to consider is, what is that thing that you never want to have happen to you again or anyone else? Okay. The other way to discover your why is follow your passions. What are you super passionate about? Because that'll lead you to your why. Notice all the things you love. Because here's the thing, when you are super passionate, your vibe is high. You're in joy vibes, you're in flow states, right? And so you notice what are things coming to you. Notice that, and follow that. Okay, second thing I want you to consider is the alchemy of you. That's what I love to call this. So this is your passions, your why, your expertise. So what are you educated in, your personal experiences that you've gone through, your credentials, things like that, your educational background, what you're really good at, what are your strengths, like put all of that together. What do you love, right? And so really recognizing there's only one you. Yeah, people might do what you do. Like you might, there's yo, I'm not the only coach, out there kind of thing. But there's only one me. There's only one Rosalind Fung. And there's only one you. And that's your superpower. When you bring in all this in your story and you boldly and authentically show up, what happens is, because here's the thing, you're not for everybody. So what happens is your people, the people that are feeling called to lean in and go, there's something about this person's energy. There's something about the way they show up and deliver their message, their teachings, that feels really valuable for me. And so you might be having that experience as you're watching this right now. Or you might have just scrolled and you're not paying attention. But if you're still watching, likely you're receiving some value here. Okay. And then the third thing to really tune into is, remember, when you think about selling yourself, so many of us, especially women entrepreneurs, we hate talking about ourselves. It feels like it's conceited, it feels like it's bragging, it feels narcissistic. So I want you, if that feels true for you, okay, I want you to shift it into, you are selling transformation for your ideal soulmate clients. Who do they get to become by working with you, by co-creating with you, by you being a facilitator in their life? Who do they get to become? Who is it that they desire to be? So in that sense, you're not really selling yourself in that way. You're selling transformation. You're selling impact. You're selling life changing, life giving transformation. The ripple effects that get created. Who do they get to become as parents, in their career, in their health, whatever area, in their spirituality? And what happens when people release ego and become more peaceful? Can you imagine a world where we live in complete peace? Holy shit, right? Whew, everybody would be enlightened. But that's not the way that reality is. We're in the 3D world. It's different in the 5D world, by the way, and beyond. But it's not the way. So remember that we have gifts we are here to share for the energetic exchange of money. Oh, there's that word money. Some of us feel really dirty about it. Yeah, you feel that? And some of us feel pleasurable about it. Beautiful. You've done some and deep money work. If you feel money gives you pleasure, money's an energy, it's a vibration, it's a frequency. Okay? Breathing that in. So, if you're like loving this and eating this up, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to join me in my upcoming masterclass to really bust through procrastination boldly and unapologetically show up so that you can sign so many clients. I'll drop the link below and I will see you there. I can't wait to share with you my Illuminate method and how that is going to support you further in your journey. Thank you, my loves. Share with me your takeaways. Share with me which area you're going to really dive in deeper. Because here's the thing, knowledge is not power. It's about applying that knowledge that makes it powerful. So what will you choose? Only you can decide. The only thing that gets in our way is ourselves. This is why I want to put on this masterclass. Because we're all human. We all have that thing that stops us from moving forward, that saboteur self. And so we're going to really dive in deeper in this masterclass to really support you and getting out of your own way so that you can be living your soul mission, selling yourself, and doing that with fun, flow, and ease, and then attracting your soulmate clients. So I can't wait to see you there.